everybody, myself Professor Pallavi Bule from Kekeva College of Horticulture. So today we are going to see about the cultivation practices of persimmon. Persimmon belongs to the family Abenaceae. It has the genus Diospyros species Kaki. Basic chromosome number is 15 and somatic chromosome number is 60 and 90. Introduction. Persimmon is the national fruit of Japan. The genus Diospyros contains approximately 400 species, most of which are native to tropical and subtropical regions. It is probably originated in China and introduced from China into the Japan in ancient times, where most of its improvement work has been done. In 19th century, it was introduced from China to many other countries, namely USA, Brazil, Italy, New Zealand, Israel, Australia, Southeast Asia. In India, the European settlers introduced the persimmon in the hilly states, namely Himachal Pradesh and Jammu and Kashmir, somewhere in 1921. At present, it is grown on the limited scales in Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, and Uttarakhand. Ripe fruit is delicious flesh with sweet and jelly-like. The entire fruit is edible except the seed and the calyx. Area and production. China and Japan are the main countries where the commercial cultivation of persimmon is done. These two countries contribute major share to the global market. In recent years, its cultivation is also done in Brazil, Italy, New Zealand, Korea, USA, and Australia. In world, it occupies an area of 3,12,947.74 hectare with production of 23,33,005 and 507 metric tons. Climate and soil. Persimmon can be grown in the wide range of subtropical and warm temperate climate. The area of 1000 to 1500 meter above the main sea level that have a moderate winter and relatively mild summer are ideal for its cultivation. It is deciduous tree and can tolerate a low temperature of minus 15 degrees Celsius during dormancy, but its chilling requirement is less. Bud sprouts occurs early in the spring. These buds are damaged by the spring frost. During the maturation period, temperature is the most important factor for obtaining the quality fruits. Non-astringent cultivar requires warmer condition for the fruit maturation than the astringent type. Although persimmon can grow on the wide range of the soil types, yet it thrives based on the deep well-drained loamy soils. pH range of 6.5 to 7.5 is ideal for its growing. Varieties. The fruits of Japanese persimmon shows a wide variation in the size, shape, color and are broadly classified into two major groups, non-astringent and astringent group. Varieties are also divided on their response to the pollination. Astringent cultivars are Eureka, Hachiya, Hunana Red, Trump and Saijo. Non-astringent cultivars are Fuyo, Jira, Hanafuyo, Suruga, Gosho. Pollination variant cultivars are Chocolate, Gailen, Haikum, and Maru. Rootstock and propagation. Rootstock. Diospyros kaki, Diospyros lotus, and Diospyros virginiana are used as a rootstock for persimmon. In India, Diospyros lotus is used as the rootstock. The Diospyros virginiana is used as a rootstock for Japanese persimmon in Israel and USA. The seeds are extracted from fully ripened fruits during the late October. The stratification of the seeds for 60 to 90 days improves seed germination. The stratified seeds are grown in the nursery bed. The base seed germination is obtained at 28 degrees Celsius. The seeds at this temperature takes about 2 to 3 weeks to germinate. Propagation. Propagation is done by grafting the scion on the seedling rootstock using the tongue graft for a smaller diameter stalks and the cleft and the veneer grafting on the larger stalk. Veneer grafting is generally more successful than the budding and should be carried out in September with the start of a sap movement. Tongue grafting is also done with a success rate of 60 to 65%. Planting and planting density. In India, winter planting during January-February is recommended when the trees are dormant. Planting after the bud sprouts generally results in a poor survival. The trees are planted at the distance of 5.5 to 6 meter. The pits of 1 by 1 by 1 meter are dug. Well-rotten farmyard manure is mixed while filling the pits in the same manner used for the other deciduous trees. At the time of the planting, the bud union should be kept 75 mm above the ground level. The planting density for persimmon depends upon the cultivar rootstock and soil type. Dwarfing cultivars can be closely planted at 5 into 2.5 meter, semi-off cultivars at 5 into 3 meter, and the vigorous cultivar at 6 by 4.5 meter. Training and pruning. The dwarf and the semi-dwarf cultivars are the base trained to the modified central leader system of training. The more vigorous, upright, narrow crotch angle types should be trained to the vase or the palmate system. The pruning is done during the winter when the trees are dormant in January. Since the flowers of Diospyros kaki are born on the current season food, heavy pruning reduces the crop setting by forcing excessive vegetative growth. Summer pruning of the mature trees may thicken laterals and increase the fruit size color. With a more vigorous and less precocious cultivars, techniques such as limb spreading can be beneficial to achieve the higher and earlier food production. In case of the grown up trees, practically no pruning is done except for the removal of the weak, interfering, discarded, and the disease insect damage shoots and branches. Manuring and fertilization. Persimmon does not require high fertilizer dose. An application of balanced fertilizer at the rate of 1 pound per inch of the trunk diameter at the ground level is recommended before the bud break. Aftercare. After planting, young plants need a continuous care for their survival. The plants need staking to keep them in a straight position, which helps in selecting the well-spaced lateral in coming of growing season. Watering at 7 to 8 days interval is essential. The plant basins are kept free of the weeds. During the hot summer, when the evapotranspiration rate is high, the plants require mulching with dry grass, dry leaves. Mulching needs to be done in the first week of March. Irrigation is considered essential for the successful production of persimmon. Dry periods during the fruit growth reduces the size, quality, number of fruits carried to maturity. Moisture deficiency during the early summer may increase the fruit drop. The peak water requirement periods are in the midsummer. Due to the high evaporation during the summer months, the irrigation is very essential to maintain the uniform soil moisture. The young and the bearing trees are irrigated at 6 to 7 days intervals during summer month. Maturity indices, harvesting, and post harvest management. Persimmon fruits are harvested when they have attained yellow reddish color but are still firm. The fruits are clipped from the trees with shells, leaving the calyx attached. The fruit together with a shorter stem. Persimmon fruits mature in the mid September, although the period of the maturity varies among the different varieties. Fruits after harvesting should be wrapped individually in the paper and packed in the single layer crate. Brick's level of maturity is in different varieties varies between 14 to 17 degrees Celsius. Mature trees of the Fuyo are capable of producing 50 kg fruits per plant. Zero cultivars have recorded over 80 kg per plant, whereas the Hachia, the yield is over 1000 kg per plant. Various methods have been suggested to remove the astringency from the astringent cultivars. However, most of this results since partial softening of the fruit. Treatment of the fruits with carbon dioxide has been most successful developed techniques till the date. Dipping of the fruit in 500 ppm of ethicon solution for the 2 minutes helps in removing the astringency in the cultivar's hachia, and the fruits are ready for consumption in 2 to 3 days of the storage. Thank you. This was all about the cultivation practices of persimmon.